excuse my language. And if those are the sensitive disposition, I will swear this session. That is your disclaimer at the beginning of the podcast. So we're back on a Monday. Not that matters to any of you listening on podcast. With the Wandering Party. Now, everyone is here this week, which is always nice. I just want to, for our podcast listeners, you guys, obviously, because it's a podcast, you can't see any of this. It's all audio. But one of our players has a blackboard in the background of their camera, and they've got written on it, "Fuck Pogo." And Pogo is the name they've given their dragon adversary, is his nickname now, apparently. The name they're trying to replace his actual name with. But it's there. It's funny, and I had to highlight it before we start today because, yeah, fair enough.
It's a great blackboard.
Yeah, it has some really great stuff. It's either "Fuck Pogo, Fuck You Ross," or "Red Sam is the best."
There was the time that I did the entire Stout Mountain design.
Yes, that doodle. The doodles in the background are some of the greatest things. They put a smile on my face every time. Now, we return to the Wandering Party at a rather crucial juncture. They are confronting their adversary, Pargo, the blue dragon, and to bait him out to confront him, they have staged a battle of the bards. And Pargo has just revealed himself by detonating out from underneath the grandstand, shape-changing out of a form he'd been hiding in, and sending a party member, members of the other party, and a vast number of civilians and the party's dwarven allies flying through the air in various directions. Some lucky enough to land well and, maybe some broken arms. Others not quite so lucky and won't be moving again. Some are just dazed and confused. But chaos reigns in this area around where the bards have been battling or performing. 3 of our party members are around the central stage. You have the one who finally insulted Pargo enough to draw him out, which was Blitz, stood on the stage. You've Azantis not far behind, accompanied by Zansk. Sat on the carriage of the Wandering Party is Red Sam, who is with the Ballista. And somewhere amongst the debris of the grandstands, minus her bow, and mildly shocked by the change of location and elevation,
somewhat,
is Alice. And we will return to the initiative order that was present previously as the battle begins. And I'm going to trigger the sound effects now, guys, so you can enjoy this. So, Alice.
Yeah.
You find yourself on your back, having been thrown some distance from the top of this grandstand. Your bow is not in your hand. You can hear the rattling of the arrows in your quiver as you've hit the ground. A few of them have fallen loose, but you remain mostly in control of all of your armaments. The bow, however, as I said, has disappeared from your hand. You hear very faintly, "You fucking dropped me, didn't you?"
Yeah. Can I look around to try and find the bow?
That will cost you action as a perception check.
Yep.
Do it. On a 13, you do spot the very tip of the bow sticking out from amongst some of the shattered wooden rubble. It is about 30 feet away from you.
Then I will move to the bow.
So you are prone, Beth. You have to stand up.
Oh. Okay, I will stand up and then double move to my bow because bonus action dash.
Mm-hmm. So you make it to the edge of your bow, and your bow is like, "Oh look, you did find your way back."
And then either pick it up to 3 if allowed, or I'll wait till next turn.
It is stuck between 2 pieces of heavy wood.
Okay, I will wait till next turn and attempt to save it next turn.
Okay. Xantis, you are stood on the stage. Directly across from you, you get to take in the visage of Pargo. As the grandstand detonates and the dragon is revealed. This blue dragon has had some alterations done to it. Across its torso, and scales that run to its underside are intricate interlocking glyphs that you've never seen before. And running down its forearms look to be almost like metal threads wrapping around its muscles and sinew, and they dance with lightning as it moves.
Oh my god, yeah, that's...
These threads end at its talons.
Oh.
And lightning flickers between them as well.
I seem to remember that I was actually behind the stage.
Okay, so you are just peeking over the stage.
Okay.
Looking at
I didn't
this.
know if that was...
The dragon's eyes are locked on Blitz at this point.
Yeah. Alright. Well... Okay. Let's do... I forget, my cleric spells are not on the same sheet as my bard spells. I will... I'll tell you what. I'm going to... There's no, like, ladder on the back, right? It's basically just me, like... Ugh.
Yeah, you are basically, like, you are on your tippy toes, like, pulling up on the edge of the stage. There are entrances, like, there are ladders up on stage left and stage right.
Yeah.
Not behind the stage.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go stage left and hit those stairs.
Okay, it is going to take you, just to get to the other side of the stage, like, a good 20 feet. And then it's another 15 to get to the stairs.
In fact, okay, yeah, that's fine. So I won't even make it to the stairs anyway. I don't immediately want to run up on stage anyway.
Understandable.
So I'm just, I'm heading stage left.
Okay, so you get... But if you dash, you can get up on stage. But if you just want to get round to the corner of the stage...
Just get around the corner.
So you skid to one side, coming to a stop at the corner, at the back left corner of the stage. As you peek up over the top, you can see Pargo hasn't quite noticed your movement, is still looking straight at Blitz.
Right. So I'm gonna make sure he's not looking at me for as long as possible.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Are you attempting to hide from this, or?
Yes.
Okay, then if you wish to use your action to hide, you may do so.
Okay, I will do that. That is a, stealth check?
Yes, please.
Oh, not bad for a first roll, okay.
You hunker down, hoping that between you being small and the stage being quite tall, you have enough cover that he hasn't seen you.
Okay.
You hope.
Yeah, I sure do.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you hear the creaking of movement.
Oh?
As wood is splintered. Alice, splinters rain down around you as Pargo's tail whips round and swats a number of the dwarven knights who are pulling themselves together into a formation and just smacks them like a bowling ball through pins, scattering them once again.
Ugh. And
then he stalks forward slowly. All of you can see him as he moves. They're slow, deliberate steps moving up towards the stage. Blitz, your vision is full of blue and yellowed scales and dancing electricity.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oops.
You're fine. As Pargo moves up to you. Hello, little devil spawn.
Hi, worm.
Oh, I will be a great worm.
It looks like you haven't got one, though. Right, I'm pulling my sword back and I'm getting ready to club. Oh, I've got a rapier, haven't I? I'm pulling it back and getting ready. Prepping.
Oh, dear. Did you think... Oh. It will just lift his claw almost amused, and is going to try and lash out at you. What is your AC currently, Blitz?
We just need... one thing that I forgot to do was... Because I'm wearing plate now, I don't actually know.
Bear with me 1 second, I'll have a quick look at your sheet.
Oh, I think you've already done it.
I think I did. I think you're wearing half plate.
I've got AC 20, it says.
Yeah, then I've done it because you have your... Yeah, your armour, your half plate is there. It's mentioned. And your shield. So you have a half plate and shield, which is why your AC is that high.
Brilliant.
Cool. So Pargo leans forward and rakes his claws across your armour, cutting into you. And it hurts. You take 16 points of slashing damage and then a further 5 points of lightning damage. And as he comes to backhand you, you lift your shield and you hear the claws scrape along this shield. You see sparks fly and your arm goes slightly numb as electricity courses through it. And then you see teeth. As your shield just lodges the gap between where he's opened his mouth. Shield hits teeth at the bottom and teeth at the top as you just block the bite attack as well. And as Pargo ceases his movement, for those of you who don't have a vision full of Pargo, you can see your compatriots in the other party shifting and moving. Volvox kicks some wooden debris off of himself, pulling himself up out of it and drawing his longsword. From where you are, Alice, you note he has drawn. It looks to be it's glowing faintly, almost like it's a magical longsword, but he holds it easily in one hand. He twirls it, and he moves up to Pargo. He reaches the feet of the dragon and attempts to lash out at it. You just see Pargo notice him and just shift ever so slightly, sparks flying off of scale as steel doesn't quite bite into flesh. Zansk.
Yes.
You notice on the other side of the battlefield from you, over near where the Deckard had moved off to generate the illusionary grandstand, or the second grandstand of this area. Mm-hmm. You notice the wizard in question on the floor, unmoving.
Oof.
Rather nasty head wound, bleeding already.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he was under the grandstand when Pargo went pop. He appears to have suffered somewhat in the ensuing debris falling. Retsam, you note the well-appointed and well-clothed drow wizardess pulling herself free of some debris and pushing the body of a dead dwarf off of herself. She struggles to her feet, shaking her head, clearly stunned by the impact. She turns, sees the dragon, and you suddenly get the realization this drow may have never seen a dragon before. As you see the moment of, oh, shit. You also note that as Filch is on the stage, not far from where the other bards are, he sets foot onto one of the rugs, and suddenly he is wrapped in rug, along with a number of the other performers, as they become ensnared in rugs of smothering. You don't see the second drow until Alice. You hear it, you really shouldn't be dropping these, as wood shifts off your bow and you are handed it by this dressed in light silks and with a shawl pull over their head by a drow. It's a good bow. Don't drop it again.
Thank you.
We have a dragon to hunt. And then suddenly she's gone in the shadow. Blitz, you are looking at Pargo, and he, in turn, is looking at you.
I'm gonna turn my head away. Has he still got his teeth on my shield?
No, he's pulled back.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn my head away, pull out my potion, and down my potion of resistance to elements. I think it is.
It's a lightning resistance.
Light.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who was it who didn't take one?
Alice.
Alice. Okay. Yep. So you now have lightning resistance.
Okay. And then I am going to scream obscenities in his face, mainly telling him how shit a dragon he looks and that he doesn't scare me in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might actually.
You have used your action to drink the potion.
Okay. As a bonus action, Vow of Enmity.
Okay, roll me the spell card. I'm assuming you have it on your sheet.
I hope so.
It should roll it.
You're probably going to be quicker at doing this. It's not actually a spell. It's
It's an ability.
Yeah.
There it is. It's a channel divinity. As a bonus action, as a vow of emptying, you can see within 10 feet of you using your channel divinity. You can advance. Oh, okay. So it uses your one channel divinity, and you have advantage on attack rolls for the next minute against Pargo.
Brilliant. Okay.
Cool. That's snazzy. Is that everything from you, Blitz?
That's it, and I'm just going to face off. I'm really trying to get his attention so that others can get their hits in.
Okay. That will take us to Red Sam.
Why has it got to take us to Red Sam?
Because it's your turn in the initiative order, sir.
Right. I think I'm going to have to summon the fire elemental.
Good old Steve.
Okay, you have to light a fire in the thing, don't you?
In the brazier of commanding fire elemental, otherwise known as Steve.
Yes. The brazier controls Steve.
Beth hasn't met Steve.
So, how do you light
I haven't
a fire?
either.
What?
Well, considering that I've got a tinderbox,
Oh, okay.
I'm a well-equipped adventurer.
So you light the fire. There is
Steve
now a
comes
flame.
out, he's dabbing.
Steve, the bodybuilding flame elemental, pops out at full size, and you just see one bulging fiery arm bent at the elbow, the other extended fully as he dabs, as he steps out of the brazier.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fire elemental that you can see the muscle definition on.
He lifts, bro.
Yeah, he's lifted this party out of some serious situations.
He's not some lightweight. But I know I have the brazier, brazier, but obviously Claire will have control since she actually has the sheet, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go on Ritson's turn or Zansk's?
It has to roll its own initiative, I believe. I am just finding the sheet.
I have the sheet.
So
He goes on
if
Zansk's turn.
Does he? Did he roll that? Did
He
he?
rolled 11.
Who has the higher dexterity?
That is a good question. Zansk does.
So it'll go after Zansk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just fucked that up horribly. We can edit this bit out, right? Okay, So Claire has the sheet, and I can't find it immediately out of my my grab. So technically, Redzone has control of the elemental, but Claire has control of the sheet. So
you tell me what you want it to do.
And it will do it.
Well, obviously, I want it to attack the damn dragon.
Fair.
How much movement does he have?
50 feet.
He will get just short of the dragon. 50 feet of movement. But it's also not his turn, so... anything else from you, Red Sam?
I think that is everything for now.
Okay, just as a reminder, you are stood next to the ballista on the carriage.
Well, yeah, I'm going to encourage those operating the ballista to hit the damn dragon. If only I could actually use smite with the thing, but I can't. But yeah, other than helping them, that's it for now.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't asked a rules question that I'm now going to consult my page. But yeah, can you look at it? Because I'm busy running the game. Thank you. Oh, you probably don't want to do this because it's now your turn. Give me that book. I'll do it.
Okay. Zansky's going to move. How far am I away from Deckard?
More than 30 feet.
More than 60?
Yeah, you're about 65 feet away from him. You're going to have to double move to get to him, and you'll have to go past Pargo to do it.
I don't want to double. I don't want to get to him.
Okay, well, you can get close to him.
I just want to get still within 60 feet, because that's my range.
Okay, yeah, if you walk around towards you can see Xantis. You'd be within range of 60 feet. Because directional.
Yeah. I don't want to be too close to Xantis. No offense to Xantis.
But you smell?
Zansky's aware of the whole line issue thing and not being in one. Zansky's going to move so he can see Deckard.
Okay, you can see Deckard.
I kind of want to move some behind Pargo a little bit, so I'm not in his line of sight.
You're by the stage. If out of the only thing that's blocking Pargo's line of sight is debris from the grandstand and this stage.
Okay. Well, so he will turn. I will healing word. Where is my healing word? I might have the sheet. Deckard, because he might be actually useful. He's only another one though. He's going to top up.
He's going to get healed for 6 points. You see the elder wizard twitch, pulling his head up off the floor. The head wound heals slightly, but he doesn't look healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that point. I'll have a look at that in a sec.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will then... I only have cantrips to me. Don't like that. Don't like that.
Zansk.
Zansk doesn't want to be next to him.
You have cast a spell this round.
I know, that's why I'm looking at my cantrips.
Mm-hmm. I decides I'm going to have a chicken nugget. Ho, 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 ho.
Don't ask what he calls them.
Claire,
Can I
you have 6 seconds.
do things? Of course. Zansky's going to look out to the rest of the crowd. And thaumaturgy for the civilians all to run.
Okay. They're already running.
Yeah, but he's making sure they get the message and
Okay.
are leaving.
The fire elemental. Silent, this is on you, buddy.
Well, as I said, I want it to get in there and burn that dragon to pieces. Burn it to a cinder.
Wait, you said he had to double move to get to
You've got 50 feet movement, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just gets to Pargo with 50 feet movement.
Can he get in his?
You can't get in his space at 50 feet movement, no.
But he can get there and he can attack.
Yes.
Okay, cool. He's gonna touch. He's gonna reach out and touch Pargo
Giggity.
badly.
Yeah, the elemental is not subtle as it charges over to Pargo, reaching out with its fiery hands.
It's hard to run as a buddy builder.
Pargo just sort of, as you see his head tilt ever so slightly, like just twists. He just sees the elemental coming, just steps ever so slightly out of the way of both of the arms swinging, trying to smack him. Blitz, you just essentially see that this huge fire elemental just comes along and tries to go, nah, try and slap at Pargo with huge fiery hands. And at the end of the initiative round, those of you who are upright and have the ability to look around, you note the dwarves are rallying. Several of them who are likely who aren't wearing armor at all have picked up axes and look very mad and are just straight up charging at Pargo. As they do so, they've just scooped up great axes just straight at the guy, having none of it. And the few others who are wearing like slightly heavier armor, they're wearing like heavier leather. Some of them wearing like just shy of plate armor, like they didn't come in full battle gear because they didn't want to show off. They knew they were going to a fight. Those ones who have like halberds, greatswords, and heavy crossbows are pushing civilians toward the city, and so trying to cordon them off from where Pargo might try and attack. That takes us to the top of the initiative order with Alice.
So I have my bow, yeah?
You've been handed your bow by a drow that is now no longer in your line of sight.
Awesome. How far away is, say, Blitz?
Blitz. The stage is only from you only about 30 to 40 feet. However, there is a dragon between you and Blitz.
That's fine. I'm assuming I can see, 5 foot to the side of Blitz.
You can see 5 feet either side of Blitz, you just can't see Blitz.
Either side, it doesn't matter. Or anywhere on the stage, to be fair.
It's probably 10 feet aside from either Blitz. You can, if you're looking at it on a tactical map, right? Like a 5 foot square,
right.
square broken
as
down.
long
map.
as it's within 60 feet and I can see it, it really doesn't matter.
Then yes, you can see that.
I'm going to drop a healing spirit on the stage.
Okay. Yep.
As my bonus action. And then have a look round, see if there is anywhere that I can get some elevation. Other than, just the stage.
There is piles of rubble, but it's not stable. You can probably try this piles of rubble if you really want to.
Yeah, I'd rather not risk it.
However, the grandstand, which was the source of elevation, kind of just exploded.
Yeah. God damn it. In that case, I will just back off. 30 feet movement back. And then I will take 2 shots with salvation at Pargo.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope to God this works.
They both hit. As you deal the first damage to Pargo. Your 2 arrows fly true, punching between scales, sort of on his back left, just above his back left leg near the joint. You hear very quietly, just in the back of your mind, not the bow, but words from your forebears almost, teaching you where to shoot a dragon, the wing joints, the leg joints, anywhere there aren't big, chunky scales. And that's exactly where you've put 2 arrows.
And then she's going to cry slightly because she doesn't have a bonus action to try and hide anymore. Yeah, that's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And the healing spirit looks like a bear.
There's just now a green glow bear on the stage, but it's about 10 feet to your right. 5-10 feet to your right. It looks like it's really cuddly and wants a hug.
Oh boy.
But it is Xanthus' turn.
Okay. Quick question. If I'm looking at the spell Bane, which targets multiple creatures, I don't suppose it stacks if I pick one person, right?
No,
okay.
It doesn't
yeah, I
stack.
didn't think so. Let's fuck this shit up. I'm actually going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, roll me the spell card. For the spell.
Okay. And I will cast it at a higher level.
Okay.
We'll cast it at level 4. Or, no. Yeah, level 4.
What's your spell save DC?
16?
Unfortunately, Pago is unaffected by this, though you do note his eyes twitch in your direction.
Okay.
Don't think I have forgotten about you. You can't whisper in my mind when that is a trick I use on you.
Oh boy.
And is that everything from you, Xanthus?
I'm gonna... If I can, I don't think it matters. Actually, you know what? No, it doesn't even matter at this point because he clearly knows where I'm at. So I'm not going to attempt to hide. I'm not going to, jump up on the stage or anything, but I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Pago flexes his wings, and Blitz, I need a dexterity saving throw from you. I need to roll them for these other guys as well. Okay. Poor boys. Okay, so the dwarves that are clustered around its feet, as Pago flexes and flaps his wings violently, the dwarves are sent scattering. They are blown off their feet and knocked prone. Blitz, you two are swept up in the draft as you're battered aside by the winds. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrown prone on the stage. And Pago just lifts and then crushes the stage in front of Xanthus. And now it's the beginning of Pago's turn. So that was a legendary action. Leans forward, looking at you, Xanthus, and goes, I haven't forgotten about you. But I do have a quick other issue to deal with. So how about we just do it this way? And he's going to attempt to attack you, Xanthus.
Okay.
What is your armor class?
16.
Okay. He bats at you with both sets of his claws. Unfortunately, he does hit you both times.
Damn it.
As you will take 28 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
further 15 points of lightning damage.
Oh my god. Alright,
Now, as he leans forward, he will go to bite you as well.
Okay.
But instead of biting you as you think, essentially butts you with his chin as if trying to knock you out rather than kill you.
Okay.
He smacks you for a further 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he butts you with his chin.
Okay.
Why don't you just sit down to go to sleep for a little while? we'll talk.
All right.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. I forgot to roll for this chap. Oh, sorry, Vol. That's going to suck to be you.
With the nerf on Healing Spirit, it's Wisdom modifier +1, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's 4 turns it'll heal, or 4 times it'll heal.
Okay, so Pargo's turn ends. Alice, you see Volvox push himself back to his feet after being blown off his feet by Pargo's wings. There's a grumble as he vaults onto the stage and then sort of realizes that half of it's collapsing and doesn't really step much further. He does essentially just toss, like round on his back where there's a small hand axe pocketed. He just flips out and just tosses it at Pargo. And it just bounces off his scaled hide. But it's very clear that he's trying to get Pargo's attention. Okay.
Can I have a question? It's relevant. How close is Pargo to me?
He's very close to you now.
Within 10 feet?
He's within 5 feet of Azantis, so probably.
Cool. Can I use my reaction?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to force him.
What's
He has to make a con save.
No, what's the activating?
It's my reaction.
Can you
Once
just...
a turn, I can use my reaction to deal damage.
Okay. Ooh, con save from him, yeah?
Yes, please. DC 16.
He passes.
Cool. He would have only taken 1 damage anyway.
Yeah, he passes. You guys do see... Retum, you do see the well-appointed drow sort of stand up, sort of roll her shoulders and go, well, that was unnecessarily painful. She then flicks her hand out and casts Magic Missile at Pargo as she draws her blade. Thankfully, that's only one missile. That's better. It's 3 at level 1, isn't it? Yeah. 10, further 10 damage. Where is his sheet? Deckard sort of pulls himself up next to some rubble. He is clearly trying to tend a wound in one of his legs that is hampering him moving. Zansk, just round Pargo, you can see what Deckard's walking staff is shattered and thrown, and like just in front of him, it's just snapped in half, and he can't use it to move.
Mm-hmm.
Red Sam, you hear, right-yo, then time to get onto this big old toy, as Filch, the bard, has appeared. He did the classic thing of, when the rugs appeared, he got out of there. Standard, right? He, however, can't get up to them, but he stood next to you looking at them as if to clamber up. He made the unanimous decision to get out and run over here, where he can be more helpful.
Like, that's understandable.
And you then see a streak of fire ripple out the shadow as it tries to lash out at Pargo. Of course, that's broken. That's not helpful. Thank you, game. It's D20 plus 7. And unfortunately, streaks massively wide of the dragon, not even touching him. That's all of them, yes. So that takes us to Blitz's turn.
How far away is the dragon from me now, since he's lifted off the air? Or up into the
You
air?
are prone on the stage. You landed perhaps inconveniently on a number of rugs that are currently containing the performers from the recent Battle of the Bards. They're squirming and writhing inside these rugs are smothering. Pargo is... Well, he's shattered a corner of the stage. The whole structure is listing slightly. And you can see where he is very cleanly, and you could probably get there. You run a risk of slipping on, where wood might break under your armoured boots, but you can probably reach him if... if you have to stand up, you would not be able to reach him without double moving. It's a big stage.
Okay, I'm going to... I'm going to run over to the green bear first.
You have to stand up.
I stand up.
Okay.
Is that an action, or can I
It
carry on?
uses half of your movement.
Okay, I'll head towards the green bear.
You reach the bear.
Okay, I've got my cloak of stars on. I don't know how many I can get off, but that's my only ranged attack that I have. So,
Okay, so you enter the spiritual words, healing spirit, which Beth will do the healing. If you could roll that. And your robe of stars, you have that on your sheet, don't you?
I believe I do, but it might be on the old sheet.
It should be on your new one. It's a handout just below where your sheet is in your...
I'm sorry, I can't see it.
So where your sheet is in the menu, where you have the compendium, or the journal even,
Ah, okay.
it's right below where your sheet.
Cool. You can use the pool. So I'm going to throw one off, and it'll cast a 5th level magic missile at him.
Okay, which is 1d4 plus 1. So you gain 5 hit points back, Blitz, from the healing spirit.
Brilliant. And then I'm going to start moving. Well, I think that's my move over and done with, isn't it?
Yeah, that's your move. And it's 3, 4, 5. So it's 7 darts at 5th level for magic missile. So 7d4 plus 7. Oh, well, okay. There you go. That's why we roll these things. That's a lot of damage. Just those magic missiles altogether deal 30 points of damage.
Great. I only get one attack, don't I? Doing it that way, I guess.
You get one. You can use your action to do that. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay. Okay. So at the end of Blitz's turn, it becomes apparent that there is a scuffle going on amongst where the civilians are trying to, where the knights are trying to herd the civilians. As you see, several of these civilians have what look to be cudgels out and are attempting to batter the knights. It becomes very clear to those of you who can see this going on. These are not civilians. These are, in fact, thugs who are in disguise. And Red Sam, there's a moment of pause as Filch stood there and he goes, "Oh, this might be bad." There's some guys on the other side of this. He nudged you, Red Sam. There's some guys on the other side of this, the carriage.
Right.
He sort of nudges you, like peering between some of the the gaps in this the lower structure, and he goes, "They have pretty sharp, pointy-looking swords and some crossbows. I'm imagining they're not, nice people."
Well, I guess I'm going to leap off and whack a couple of them and try to get them to disband.
Okay. Do you just drop down on the other side of the carriage, or?
I think I would leap off, trying to make the most visual impact to these ruffians.
Okay. Okay, roll me. I'll give you athletics if you're going for the superhero landing.
I'm going for the superhero landing.
Fair enough.
I'm going to have hammer in hand, and I'm going to leap of faith.
I see what you did there.
8.
You land between them with a heavy thud. They both look at you, tilt their head, and go, "Well, you're not the one we're after." They both draw their short swords, but you'll do.
Do I have to say that I'm hitting them?
I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, if you want to hit one, then the other, you'll have to declare your targets.
I'm going to hit the one to my right, and then the one to my left.
Okay.
Right first. 20 to hit.
That hits.
7 bludgeon. And then
Yep.
left. 15 to hit.
That just hits.
For 9.
Yeah. Cool. Nicely done.
And that's everything.
Okay. Sorry, I am just making amendments to the tracking order. As more things are visible to you now, more things get added. Perfect. Okay. Zansk. Azantis has just had the shit ripped out of her by Pargo, who is now stood directly in front of her. You get very much the impression this is a counter Avengers bit, where, you know in Avengers where Iron Man is like battling Hulk and saying, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, and punching him when he's bigger than Hulk. You very much get the impression this is Pargo punching something much smaller than him going, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah. How can Zansk annoy the most?
Continue to exist.
Mm-hmm. I would like... There's so many different things I can do, it's ridiculous.
Then choose something, because you're in the middle of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
If you dally too long...
I would like to Shield of Faith Azantis.
Okay. Which will grant her an additional +2 to her armor class.
Yes.
Nice.
And then I don't know how much I can do as a bonus. Zansk will then move behind the stage a little bit.
The stage in your
As
immediate
line of sight.
the stage in your immediate area is under Pargo. He landed on it.
So there's nowhere I can hide.
No.
So I'm about to really piss him off.
Okay.
It's an action, isn't it? Yeah. That's his that.
Claire, timing.
I will move back in a way, and I want to move behind. Okay.
Okay, as you move,
Yeah.
how far away from Pargo are you going?
My full movement.
So you were pretty close to Pargo.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, as you go to step away from him, he will lash at you with his tail.
There.
What's your armor class?
17.
Yeah, he hits you.
Mm-hmm.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as his tail just swings around and cracks you in the torso.
Mm. Did you say
15? Yeah, 1-5. Oof.
That's fine. And that's his turn.
It is now the fire elemental.
I presume he's wailing.
Who
Steve has a name.
actually should have rolled me a dexterity check earlier, but because I missed that, I let it go.
Okay.
However, now isn't near Pargo. Because Pargo moved.
He will bodybuilder strut.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
This is true.
That's the instructions for this.
He's going to do a bodybuilding strut over, and then he's going to lay on his attack.
Okay.
It's 21.
Interestingly, the 21 will hit.
10 fire damage.
And then he catches fire.
Yes.
So Pargo suddenly erupts into elemental flame.
That's why we keep Steve around.
Fair enough. At the end of the fire elemental's turn,
Mm-hmm. Can I ask for a piece of paper now? Because I'm going to need one.
pardon?
Can I have a piece of paper? I'm going to have a lot of HP to track in a minute.
Sorry, one moment, guys. Claire needs paper for paperwork. And I'm the only one that brought paper to this D&D game.
Druid life, y'all.
So,
You're not the only one, you're the only one there.
okay,
Small
fair
difference.
enough. The Pargo is then going to turn around and lash out with his tail into the fire elemental. Track that hit point, Claire. What's his armor class?
I will look it up for you in 1 second. It's Steve.
Steve is probably about to get bitch slapped by Pargo.
It's about 13.
Yeah, he takes some damage.
It's fine. He's got
It's
it.
18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Okay. The thugs. The thugs and the knights appear to be locked in combat, though you guys can't see it directly. Actually, Alice, you can. It very much looks like it's not going to take very long, and it's in the knight's favour.
How far away are they?
They're probably about 30 odd feet away from you. The people are being herded back toward the city, and the knights are trying to push these people in that direction. You would also spot, Alice, from your slightly further away from the combat, the dwarven members with the great axes. Instead of trying to go over the stage, they've got up and run under the stage. So,
I like that.
no. So the thugs and the knights are in combat. Now that the thugs have lost their element of surprise, it does not look like it's going to take long for the knights to either knock them unconscious or kill them. Alice, it is now your turn.
Pargo, the lovely pogo stick dragon,
Mm-hmm.
is in melee with Steve, isn't he?
He's also in melee with his Xantis. He's also in melee with some dwarves.
Does that mean I get my sneak attack?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna stay where I am, not wanting to get any closer to the knights while they're dealing with stuff. But yeah, 2 shots.
The first one hits.
That sneak attack damage is so average.
Okay. Actually, here's a question. Who has better dexterity? Oh, Parker does. Figures. Anything else from you?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Xantis. You're muted. holy energy wraps around you, granting you an additional layer of protection.
Yes.
However, Pargo is stood right there and is on fire and has just beaten you up and bitten and bopped you with his chin.
Yeah, I don't feel very good. Is he still looking at me, or is he looking at other things that are trying to beat the hell out of him?
Considering his options at this point, because he is on fire.
Yes.
And this is mildly perturbing for a dragon that doesn't like fire very much.
Right. Okay. I would like... I'm probably going to regret this later. I don't want to be right here in his face right now, so I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
I've got one word for you.
Uh-huh.
Counterspell.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
As Pargo denies you.
Oh.
You made several interesting choices. One was picking on a bard that is also a dragon.
Oh. Yeah.
You go to Dimension Door. Pargo just looks at you and goes, denied.
God damn it. Yeah. Alright. That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Takes us to Pargo's turn.
Right.
He leans down and he grins. Draconic teeth lifting up. And he goes,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I've got some things to deal with.
Oh my God.
And then he goes invisible.
Okay. Oh my God.
And you feel Pargo fly away while he's invisible.
Oh God.
This will allow you to get opportunity attacks on him because he does not disengage. But you'll be rolling a disadvantage.
Yeah. Alright.
Summarize for those who have just returned. Pargo counterspelled Azanth is attempting to Dimension Door away from him, and then he went invisible.
Yeah.
Sorry, the hand gestures in the voice chat, in the video chat right now. Someone is pointing at the fuck Pogo on the board behind them while making very rude hand gestures.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you are in melee with Pargo and wish to attempt to make opportunity attacks, by all means. They, however, will be a disadvantage because he is leaving and invisible.
Okay.
However, a Berserker just manages to hit him because why the fuck not? Okay.
Would you allow me to use my Psychic Blades ability from College of Whispers?
What's the activating stipulation on it?
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack.
You have to hit him.
Okay. Let's go. I think I got it! 26!
Disadvantage because he's invisible.
22!
You hit.
Okay, so, alright. The rapier damage is 7. Yeah, okay, so the rapier damage is 7. And the psychic blades, let's see, it's not gonna go. Okay.
Isn't it your Bardic Inspiration dice?
It expends the use of Bardic Inspiration to give 3d6 psychic.
Oof. Big oof.
College of Whispers is really cool.
12 psychic damage.
Okay. Ow. That's the wrong one.
Get fucked!
He remains invisible.
That's fine.
double check
It
my
sucks, but whatever.
Sorry, I'm doing maths.
Yeah.
Alice, there is an air distortion around you.
Oh dear.
Because at the end of Pargo's turn, he made it to above you.
Is he within 5 feet of me?
He is invisible.
Yes, but it states if an enemy finishes its turn within 5 feet of you.
He's not within 5 feet of you. He doesn't need to be for this.
Damn it.
As he will use his legendary action to smack you with his tail. What's your armor class?
Not high enough.
Fair.
16.
You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
I told you it wasn't high enough.
And I believe Healing Spirit is a concentration spell.
It is.
And for the record, because of the spell he cast, he does not reveal himself by attacking you.
Damn it.
Healing Spirit stays up. And it was 18 points of damage, yeah?
Yeah,
Sorry, maths.
it's fine. But Alice, you get the distinct impression Pargo is somewhere very near you.
Yeah.
Red Sam. Those two chaps you just attacked.
Really nice fellows, I was thinking.
And
Don't make me change my opinion.
They shift, so one is either side of you, so they are flanking you. And they are going to attempt to stab you. What is
They
your
can
armor
try.
class, please, sir?
19 currently.
These aren't whispered. There's a 21 for you, Red Sam.
I think I'll take the 13 and 14.
I'm afraid this is the first assassin attacking you. So, I DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
17.
Nice. So you take half this damage, and then because you're a dwarf, you then further halve this damage because of resistance to poison. You will take 8 piercing and then a quarter of that poison damage. But you will then also take the sneak attack damage that he is about to dish out to you. Another 15 points of damage. And then the second one is going to try and stab you as well. And miss both times.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf, me. Probably aiming too high.
No further comment, Your Honor. And that's why I killed him. So, the other members, the members of the other party, Red Sam Filch appears on top of the carriage. He cracks his knuckles and he goes, "Don't worry, matey, I've got your back." As he casts Hold Person at a higher level to attempt to restrain both of these guys. They both failed. They're both held by Filch. As basically runic circles appear around them, and then light goes upward, and they are held completely still. There's a moment of Volvox is like, well, he's holding his sword like, what the fuck? Where is the dragon gone? Sees Alice looking up and like sees to take the hit and is like, oh, that's where it's gone. And he begins making his way in that direction.
Cool.
The other Alice, you hear quietly in the back of your head, Not in the back of your head. You hear very quietly in the back, like just distance from you. It's a quiet, like not almost whisper. Don't worry, got your back. As you come under the effects of haste.
Oh yes. Can you link the spell for me? Just so I can. It's been so long since I've used it.
And the drow wizardess sort of just runs her finger across her blade, and you see magical energy light up along her blade. As clearly she is now waiting till Pargo is back before she can act. You can see the knights are clearly winning the fight against the thugs. There are a number of dead ones, a number that are clutching injuries where they've been bludgeoned and beaten by the knights who are trying not to kill these people. Blitz. You're still stood in a bear. You can't see a dragon anymore, but you can hear it.
I'm shouting out, "Come fight me!" Basically. I don't think I've got. Did I get a healing potion?
I know you were healed.
Do you still look hurt?
Yeah, but I was just wondering.
Then I will let it heal you again, and you can get another 1d6 because it's when you can start your turn there as well.
Okay.
This is choosing to heal you.
Brilliant.
That's an additional 4 healing.
Thank you.
If you were given a healing potion in one of the previous sessions, then it should be marked down on your sheet.
Everyone was given one.
And I'll probably drink that as well.
Okay.
Everyone got one because I had a load.
Yeah, I'm saying if you have one, you shouldn't be asking, do I have one?
Yeah.
It should be marked down on the sheet. That's inventory management.
Yeah, not my strongest point. I will drink the potion.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2. If I know that. Don't ask me any of the other ones, I couldn't tell you. I think it's 4d4 plus 4, isn't it? Or something for the next
and
one.
then 6d4 plus 6, then 8d4 plus 8,
Why is it always a d4?
I don't know.
Healing potions always are.
I didn't hear that, Claire.
Because healing potions always are.
No. Okay.
Okay, so I got 12 hit points back in total, and I'm swearing at him, I guess. I don't know where to go. Oh, actually, can I move towards... No, I've taken my action, haven't I? I'm going to go... Did I see where Azantis went down?
Yeah, there's the crushed part of the stage. You can move towards her. That won't use an action. You still have movement.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go towards her, but because I drank a potion, I shouldn't have drunk the potion. But okay, yeah, I'm moving towards Azantis.
Yeah, you can reach Azantis, there's no problem. You slide down the damaged bits of stage. There is a rather dishevelled-looking dwarf whose tunic is ripped, so you can see essentially hairy muscle and is taut on his chest. He's holding a great axe that is dripping blood.
I'll smile at him, as in a winning smile. I can't lay on hands on Azantis just yet, can I?
That's an action.
Yeah, I've already done mine. Okay, next time.
Okay. Red Sam. Filch has held both of these people in front of you for you.
Well, I think I'm going to do my best to take them out. There is one question that I have to have mechanically with the DM.
Okay, ask away, friend.
There is one thing that is not listed upon my hammer.
Is there now?
Yeah, there is one thing, for it has a telescopic handle which makes it two-handed or comfortably two-handed.
Yes.
Would telescoping it be an action or a bonus action? Bonus action.
Free.
It's a bonus.
Then I shall extend the handle and try to knock the noggin on both of those assassins and take them out of the equation.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to double check to see what bonuses you get given they are held. I'm just going to roll the spell really quickly off of Filcher's sheet. So we can see... Oh, it's cast that level.
They get advantage and crit damage.
Yes, I paralyzed. That's the status condition I was looking for. I'm just double checking so that we get it right. I understand we all may know, but it's never a problem to double check. Yeah, so any attack rolls against these, you have advantage. For example, any hit you make classifies as a crit. So, Silent, you may wish to go onto your attack macro and move your critical hit margin down to 1. If you're not sure how to do that, I can do that. It's not a problem.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, I will quickly show you. So, which one? This is the two-handed macro here, right?
Yep.
So you see this 20 here where it says crit range?
Yes.
We just drop that down to, say, 2. So now when you roll it, it will, anything that you roll that's above a 2 will critically hit.
Right. So first left, then right.
Yep. 23 will hit them, yeah.
And that's 10 damage.
Okay.
And then 22 to hit.
That will also hit.
Or 19 damage.
Making me go back to my calculator, right, Sam?
You're welcome.
It doesn't get used to.
Claire, I don't need your sass right now. I'm managing more sheets than anything I've ever seen before in my life.
You should blame the DM for that.
Hugs.
You're the one who decided to bring all these allies.
You're the ones that decided to bring all these allies. I'm just making do. I'll then turn that. I'll leave it for the time being because I don't know how long till they become unparalyzed again.
Yeah.
Yes, Clive, I'm calling you all sheets. Is that everything from you, Red Sam?
That is, I'm not going to waste any spells on these guys. I'm just, yeah.
Okay. Zansk.
Kind of on my plan.
To give you an update, Deckard is struggling.
Okay.
He's not casting anything because he does look like he is in quite a lot of pain and is trying to stabilize himself.
So Zansky's going to move over to Deckard.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you get like a little bit closer and you get the right angle, you become very aware of the fact that he is straight up pinned under a large amount of wood. It looks like some of the supporting structure landed on him and has damaged his legs.
Okay.
He's not going to be moving very easily anytime soon.
Okay. Can I... Thorn whip the structure to pull it off of him?
The amount of other debris that's on top of him, that's probably not a good idea.
Okay. Then
You
I
are
will
going to
straight
need
up
someone to lift this up off of him and someone else to pull him out at the best of times.
Okay.
He, as much as this is causing him pain, doing anything but this correctly, doing anything this any way but correctly, could cause him significantly more pain.
Okay.
If
I will
not
heal
death.
I've seen my strength score. Zansky knows he's not a strong person.
You also can't see Pargo.
Uh-huh. I will cure wounds
Okay.
at second.
As you heal Deckard, he looks up and goes, "Much obliged. I don't think I'm going to be going anywhere anytime soon." He's old bones. Not built for grandstands.
Buildings landing on you?
Yeah, that sort of thing. So much further 4 can do for you.
Fair. And can I shout to, like, a dwarf? The dwarf's nearby.
The knight's the other side of the grandstand. Deckard was on his own casting an illusion. There are the only dwarves near you are dead dwarves that were hurled off the grandstand, and other dead civilians, unfortunately.
The old man's not very good at grandstanding, is he?
That's when, even from prone and pretty much on the cusp of death, he still casts magic that will save your asses.
Yeah.
Then I will do nothing. I'm going to move away from Deckard a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And go from there.
Okay. Is that everything from you, Dansk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The fire elemental. He has no target. Red Sam, your fire elemental.
Oh, no. These turn. I should have told you on this turn. Sorry, I forgot.
So you control the fire elemental, whose turn it now is. He has no target to attempt to molest with fire.
I guess I'd send him to back up the knights, towards the knights then.
Okay. Also, as a caveat, Pargo is on fire.
Yes.
However,
I forgot so.
However, he's also completely invisible. The fire is invisible. So, how much damage does he take for being on fire?
D10.
So, do you want to roll me a d10?
Out of interest, is he radiating heat?
That was going to be my next question.
How hot is Steve?
He's too hot, hot damn, call the police and the fireman. He makes a dragon want to retire, man.
Okay, so Steve wanders over to the knights and these thugs. You can try. The knights are not necessarily trying to outright kill these thugs. A number of them are unconscious on the floor with head wounds. There are a couple that are dead. What does Steve do?
Steve is there to intimidate, not to kill.
One of the thugs looks straight at Steve as he approaches and just tosses his weapon down in front of the knight. He's like, nope, not today. Not paid enough for this. One of the knights just sort of takes his halberd and just goes, right, fair enough, mate. Smacks him in the jaw with the butt of the halberd and sends him to the floor. Looks at Steve. Not the biggest element I've ever seen. One of the thugs then, lashes out at the knight who was just talking, and the knight just goes, nope, blocks it, parries. It's like, no, none today, mate. And you watch one of the other thugs take a halberd to the gut as they try to completely kill a civilian. The knight, just out of reflex, just runs the guy through. And the last thug, who had just tried to smack the knight, one of the other knights, so nope, and just flees, just bolts. And he gets on the stat board not 0 hit points, but run away. He gets underlined because he ran. So there's no more thugs. At the end of the fire elemental, technically the thugs and knight's turn. Alice.
Yes.
You know who's still right above you?
Yeah.
Still going to try and hit you with his tail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I may have... Whoops. Sorry, one moment. I need to reclaim a sheet. It would appear when I tried to close Retsam's sheet, I actually closed Pargo's sheet.
So if you close the sheet, they die, right?
Yeah.
No. Because I have all of your sheets open, so if you want to play that game, by all means, play that roulette. Try me.
Only works for enemies.
I'd be down for that.
Alice, what is your armor class?
Again, not high enough.
You're quite right, not high enough. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as out of nowhere a huge tail. Like, you can't see it, but you feel the air shift. Like, you're like, oh shit, crunch as you're hitting the torso.
Probably gets really hot right before.
Can I feel the heat of the fire?
Very vaguely. You know he's above you, but it's also flapping. Like, you can feel the wind depression of wings beating more than the flames.
That's kind of all I need, to be fair.
Alice.
Yeah, I just accidentally deleted all my hit points. Oops.
Don't do that.
I am on that. Right. Oh, Pogo, dear Pogo. I'm hasted, aren't I?
You are.
Which
means you get an additional 2 to your additional 2 arm class.
Oh shit! So yeah, it's an 18.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference. You
yeah,
rolled a 31.
I figured. Hasted action to drop one of the healing potions she was given.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why sneak attack is rolling with that.
It's a global roll modifier. Anything you roll, it will change.
It's not clicked. It gets stuck.
That's roll 20 for you.
Yeah. And
then that's max healing off the healing potion, by the way.
I know. That's hasted action. Bonus action. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And then movement. I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna aim 2 pot shots at about where I think Pogo might have been.
Okay, roll me 2 attacks.
At disadvantage, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
You hit both times.
Do I get sneak?
Ow.
You don't get sneak, no.
God damn it.
You're at disadvantage, not advantage.
I know. But he's
try.
on fire. So it's 6 and 6, that's 12.
Okay.
And then... yeah, I think
Hasted
that's
action,
all my
bonus
actions.
action. That is hasted action, bonus
Movement,
action, 2
action, yeah.
attacks, and movement.
And
Yeah,
movement, yeah, that is everything. Thank you.
no problem. Azantis.
I don't think I'm prone, but I'm probably leaning very heavily on what's left of the stage because I just took a dragon's head to the head, and it hurts. It still hurts.
Noggin, smack.
Yeah, that doesn't work with gnomes and dragons. That's not how that works. Okay, I'm going to. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not how that works. I was about to use an ability, but I just read it, and that's not how that works. Alright, I would like to cure wounds on myself at level 4.
Okay.
Because holy hell. Shit hurts. Oh yeah, that's the other sheet. I want to make sure that's rolling correctly, because I had to roll that off the second sheet. And I don't know if that was actually set up right.
It is.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's plus wisdom, so yeah.
Okay.
You just rolled less than average.
Yeah.
You actually rolled the same on all 4 dice you rolled.
Did I?
Yeah, you rolled 2s on everything. I'm actually impressed. You never see that. You never see someone roll just the same number across the board.
On both rolls?
Yes.
Yeah, on the 1d8 plus 2 for the standard, and then on all the d8s for the additional healing.
The fuck?
I know.
And it's plus 2 wisdom. Okay. That's fine.
All the 2s, not enough healing.
Yeah, really. Okay. So I'll do some meager healing to myself, and I will meet up with Blitz. Probably still clutching my head.
Blitz, you are distinctly aware that Pargo just noggined Azantis. Because why not?
Yeah.
Is that everything from you, Azantis?
Namgind.
Oh man. I've still got the armor class. and cure wounds is an action. I think that's going to be it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That takes us to Pargo.
Shit.
Shit.
Alice, you no longer feel the wind being displaced by wing beats.
That's nice. I'm like 30 feet away, so I'd hope not.
Zansk. It suddenly gets a little bit warmer.
Oh my god.
Hello, friend.
I've killed you once.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me... Do you know what? Roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Or you can contest athletics.
No, it won't roll. Oh well.
Oh look, there's a strength save
Damn it.
of a 0. Oh dear.
Yeah, I have -2 to that.
Oh my god.
Zansk.
Uh-huh.
You feel a taloned grip
Ugh.
crush into your ribs. And suddenly you're not on the ground anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just see Zant. The few of you can see Zant, so Zant is in Blitz. And then suddenly everyone else in the party, as Zant just goes whoop into the air.
God.
Right. If we can see Zansk, but we can't see Pogo, does that mean we know where Pogo is?
It means you can hazard a guess at where Pogo is. Mechanically, unfortunately, it doesn't change. I might adjust his AC slightly, but mechanically it doesn't change the fact that you'll be rolling disadvantage. Yeah, you are now about 40 feet off the ground, Zansk.
Yeah.
The assassins, at the end of their turn, as it begins and ends, have to roll wisdom saving throws. Ooh, roll 20 is being laggy now. Oh, what is Filch's DC? It's fine. Red Sand, they're both still held. You good?
Yeah, I know. My boy Filch does the business.
Filch gives you a thumbs up. Volvox is stood there with his sword out, watching Zantz just go. I have a sword, guys, he says to the air. A sword. The Vindriel, the well-appointed Jairus, is sort of looking at it going... Looks at you guys and goes, I have fireball, is all she says simply. I mean, I could point it at Zansk, but I don't think he'd appreciate it at this point, and it might do more harm than good. She sort of looks, sees Alice, and is like, I could cast fireball. She gets a thumbs up.
I'm really sorry, Zansk, but dragon.
Zansk is in agreement. If Zansk would know, he would do it.
She looks at it and goes, okay. She reaches up and in the palm of her hand a ball of fire appears and she just goes, and it just zooms straight up at Zansk.
Mm-hmm.
Zansk, she specifically has to target you because she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
know
know.
where Pargo is.
I'm sorry,
Save a
Glass.
disadvantage.
You can't move.
Oh.
You can't move.
This
There
is
is no
gonna hurt.
save.
This is gonna really hurt.
It's fine.
Yeah, especially since she cast it at a higher level to try and catch Pargo's attention.
It's fine.
Shame moments.
Can maybe weather this.
Didn't roll very well.
I can weather that.
Does Pargo... What does Pargo do with this? This is the question. Pargo utilizes a legendary resistance to
Choose
pass,
cast saves.
which is what this is.
God damn
which takes that down to... I'll just by Claire note that down. Wow.
There's a reason Zansk hasn't cast much.
I know. 36 halved takes it down to... What's half of 36, somebody?
18.
18. Right, okay, he takes that much damage then. Zansk, you take 36 points of damage.
Yeah, I did.
Good. Why did I close the
I
calculator?
would like to use my reaction now.
Oh,
Yeah, well, since he's holding me,
okay.
can you make me a con save?
Can do once I'm finished doing maths.
I'm poisonous to be around.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, always said that Zansk was a bit of a toxic personality.
That's what I like, yeah.
He looks at you, Zansk, while, as you like spout poison. He's just like, well, this is why I don't eat drow.
We're in a quiet taste.
No, you're full of shit.
No, that's mushrooms. It's generally what they taste like.
He squeezes you a little harder. Ilvindriel's like, oh, that probably sucked for him.
Did you try the vegan bacon?
Yes, I was unimpressed.
Huh. But the bacon pancakes are good, right?
Of course, all that is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Another firebolt streaks up and just misses Pargo entirely. Vox has just stood there going, I fucking can't do shit! Blitz.
Seeing as I've got Xantis next to me, I am going to heal her because she still looks pretty knackered to me, doesn't she?
You say you're laying on hands, so how many hit points?
Until I see all of her look perfect, as per normal.
All I'm hearing is a dumping my whole healing hands pool into, or lay on hands pool into her.
If that's what it takes.
I don't know exactly how many hit points she has left. So
Okay, I take it she's got some type of bruising or cuts or anything, something like that around her, until everything looks mended.
That's not a number, Clive.
Okay, I'm going to go
Find
for...
me a numerical value.
How's about 39 off the top of my head?
Is that how many pool in your pool?
I don't know.
Is that all
no.
but one?
You have 45 in your lay on hands pool, so you can put 39 into it if you want.
I'll put 30.
Okay. Xantis, you gain 30 hit points. I suppose your healing hands pool goes down to 15.
Great.
Or lay on hands pool, sorry. Healing hands, lay on hands. Same difference, right?
I guess.
No.
Yes.
One's a cleric ability, one's a paladin ability.
Actually, healing hands is actually an Asimar ability, Beth.
Oh, my bad.
Don't ask me how I know that, but...
I'm futilely shake my fist at stupid Argo.
You just see Volvox looking at you going, yeah, I know, right? Like, got a sword, man.
I'm just going to scream up at him. Never have I heard of a cowardly dragon so craven and of ill repute as you, Pongo, whatever the hell your name is. I'm screaming, come here and I'll punch you in the face.
Only the new publicist.
At the end of your turn, Blitz, Bargo will utilise half of an ability that costs him some legendary actions. He will move another half of his flying speed. Not that you can see it. You can see Xanth go up. You can't see Bargo. You gain another 40 feet in altitude.
Mm-hmm.
I should note this down, actually. You're now at 80 feet.
Yep. It's okay, I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan.
Britain.
I respond to Blitz saying, Pongo de la Turdburger. To use his full name.
Remember, I'm going to die at this point.
And then I shall focus on one of the assassins, the one to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And I will Warhammer him twice round the head.
Mm-hmm. You hit.
That's
Ow.
a 14. And a hit again.
What's the
For
roll?
a much better 21.
Oh, yeah, for a much better 21 damage as well. Filch just did the business for you. Like, he just held both of them in place.
Yeah. I'm going to salute Filch as my bonus action and be like,
Filch considers, as I had forgotten about Filch in the other party's turn a moment ago. Filch does a thing as you salute him, because I forgot to move him in their turn. He moves the ballista.
Oh, God.
Filch is a halfling. He can only just move the ballista, but I'll be damned if he doesn't try this. Redsum, as you salute him, he's facing away from you, giggling. I've been given a big toy, as he's going to try and shoot Pargo with a ballista. He is at disadvantage because Pargo is invisible.
I think that one's...
Hang on. Can he match that? Oh, no. Apparently I just said fuck you to everyone in chat twice. As far as the ballista, Zance, can you feel the air displacement
Why do I feel so targeted?
as it just misses?
Oh. Inspiration for that. That was awesome.
On point, by the way, his first roll, if he hadn't been disadvantaged, his first roll would have hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else from you, Red Sam? Nope, go. Okie dokie. Sans,
Uh-huh.
you're being grappled by a dragon you
I
can't see.
am. I would like to hold an action for
Okay.
when Pogo drops me.
Okay.
That means, Azantis, you lose your Shield of Faith, because I'm now concentrating on something else. I think that's how it works. I'm not actually concentrating on the spell, though.
No, but you...
But I'm hold.
No, it's
but
only
I'm
if you hold a
waiting.
spell does it use concentration.
Then you're still fine.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for him to drop me.
Okay, what action do you trigger when you have to tell me the
I'm
whole
in a
thing?
wild shape.
Okay. Fair. Is that everything from you then?
Hold an action. I will bonus and heal myself.
You're what?
I'm going to bonus and heal myself. A little bit.
Other sheet if you're looking for...
No, I fixed them all on this one to make cleric stuff.
Okay.
For, like, cleric spells I roll.
Okay.
That's the spirit, ignore that.
That
not what I
is...
do.
No, you want healing word.
I know. Which is
on
actually
your
on the
other
other sheet.
which is why I told you it's on the other sheet.
I should move it.
I should have taken that and told you you dropped Shield of Faith. But I'm being nice.
I really
Suzanne, do you want the good news and the bad news?
The good news is I'm doing the wrong spell.
Yeah. Bad news is Pargo is still on fire and drawing his claws.
I mean,
Which means however much burning he takes, you take
it
half.
doesn't actually pass to other people.
You're being held by him. He's on fire.
That's his problem, not mine.
You are in a house. The house is on fire. You are quite warm
Still
to a point it
problem, not
hurts.
mine. I feel like there's a Pargo problem. No, that one.
Roll me a d10, please.
I mean, we don't exactly call it a house problem.
Points of fire damage.
I mean, you're DM, so you can roll it, but
I mean,
I don't think it actually passes to other.
no, you're not on fire, but the creature grappling you is on fire.
Yeah.
So,
And he only takes it at the start of his turn.
is it his turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing it on the elemental's turn.
I know. I keep forgetting.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it particularly matters.
In which case, Pargo flies upward. Another... How far is his full movement? So Pargo goes up another 80 feet on his full flying round.
Are you going to space or what?
He's 160 feet in the air now. Cool. And he holds you, Zansk.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did he hold concentration when he got fireballed?
Yes, he passed that save.
Damn it.
Because he chose to save, so he took half damage, and then he rolled well over the damage required.
That's fine. I was just, vainly hoping.
Yeah, he's then going to do something he hasn't done yet. He's holding you in front of his mouth.
How does he bend that way?
He's
I'm
holding
curious.
you. He's grappled
He's
you
got
with his
really little
forearm.
arms, though.
He doesn't. He's not a fucking T-Rex.
I mean, are you sure they are kind of look a little bit
Do
T-Rexy?
you want... Look at that. You see that forearm articulation?
All right,
He can grab you and hold you up. How do you think they feed themselves? They don't just like the face plant into the floor like some sort of fucking T-Rex with dietary issues.
Maybe they should.
I actually thought that when he's going to do something he hasn't done yet, he's going to man up. Obviously not.
Yeah, he's going to man up because he's going to lightning breath Zansk in the face.
Oh, holy shit!
And you can't exactly make dexterity saving throws while you're being held in place.
No, Zansk is probably unconscious.
Probably.
Unless he rolls really badly.
Yeah. Hit points? You're very
Yeah,
unconscious.
unconscious.
You're very unconscious.
Actually, it's not.
No,
it's
it's
not over. It's not over half your hit
No, no.
points. There was a mild no, because 25. Once you
You're
take 25 out, it's fine.
It was about 10 points out.
Yeah, we did have a situation in a game a couple of years ago. Now, where technically I outright killed the player character. There was no
Right.
saves involved. He just died, and I was like, no, that's not how that works. Claire corrected me after the game. I was like, oh,
No, I
yeah.
messaged you during the game, right? You realise that outright kills.
This one doesn't.
No.
So you guys look up and you just see lightning appear out of nowhere and just wash over Zansk. And then the drow falls.
Definitely no Shield of Faith now.
Yeah, you've noticed your faith.
Hey,
You watch a
Notice.
burning, smoking drow fall from the sky.
I want down those 2 death saves.
You haven't hit the ground yet.
I know, but I'm anticipating it.
He can't do the thing. So technically, since you've taken the damage on the beginning of the Fire Elemental's turn, he should take the damage. Have I fucked the turn order somewhere?
I don't know.
I did. I was just like, if I click something, tell
That
roll.
order's still right.
Okay.
You were using the legendary accent,
To
On
fly up.
Zansk.
Yeah. Which is what
Which is the
through the
lightning
end
breath.
of Zansk.
so you technically can't drop me yet.
No, so he's still... Zansk is now floating there. You see Zansk go limp in the air. So Zansk can't be dropped yet, because that is technically another thing entirely.
Although it is irrelevant because no one can heal me anyway.
Yet. Technically they can save you.
Only when he drops me.
Yeah. The Fire Elemental. Technically, we should take the damage now, so draw me another d10. This fire, I'm going to have to waste an action as Pargo putting it out, because, ow, this sucks, man.
I think Steve's MVP so far.
Steve has done a higher average damage roll than I think any other elemental I've ever come across in my life. What does Steve do? There are thugs who have all given up. Steve is just sort of floating by the knights who are like... One of them has taken the halberd, stuck a marshmallow in the end, is using Steve as like a campfire to cook a marshmallow.
I'm going to call Steve to me.
Steve looks at the marshmallow that's being cooked with him. He holds his hand closer and finishes it cooking and then flies over to you.
Was I within
What are
his
those strats?
movement?
That would use his entire movement.
I mean, like, so it wasn't a double movement, so he still gets an action.
He would still get an action, yes. He can still try and boop one of the assassins.
Yep. He can boop Matey on the left.
Matey on the left. Okay, make 2 attacks against Matey on the left, who is paralyzed. Means this is an auto crit. If you hit.
My roll 27 a bit of a meh. I think there you go.
You clicked multi-attack.
There you go. He misses.
Even with advantage from flanking, he
12.
misses. And the second one?
21.
That hits.
It's 10 fire.
Roll me another 2d6. It's 18 fire damage. And then the paralyzed, unmoving assassin combusts. Can't move. He's now been immolated while he can't move.
Teach you to burn.
Steve's just
Joe?
like powerlifting him. That's what I like to think is happening. He's just doing deadlifts with the assassin.
Alice.
Am I in a position where I can move the healing spirit closer to Xantis?
You are, though you're going to struggle. You can see Blitz still, but you can't quite
In
see
that
Xantis.
case, I will move it. I can move up to 30 feet in a bonus action, so I will just move it as far as I can see in that direction.
Yep. As Xantis and Blitz, this green Healy bear just sort of floats over the stage and stops just at the edge of the broken stage near you. The green Healy bear of Healy Spirit.
And then I am gonna shoot where I think Pargo is, using that dead body as...
It's not dead, he's unconscious. Also, he's not 160 feet up, he can use half his movement, so he'd be 120 feet up. So yeah, you can still shoot him. It's a longbow, so you're still in good range.
And I've got sharpshooter.
Yep. Which means range doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. No.
Nope. Nope. Yes. Nope, yes.
Can I argue that he's slightly distracted by being on fire for Sneak, even though I'm at disadvantage?
You don't fit the criteria to benefit from sneak attack.
But if he was in melee with someone and distracted, even if I wasn't at advantage,
He's
I'd have...
not in melee with anyone.
He's on fire!
He's not in melee with anyone, he's just on fire.
He's meleeing the fire!
I did not mean to click that twice, I do apologise. So it's just the hand.
Yep, that's fine. The arrow does stick into him, and I have to roll concentration. Every time you hit him, he's concentrating. Every time he's taking fire damage, he's making concentration.
I know.
He finally becomes visible
Thank...
when your arrow hits him.
It's my last arrow that hits, isn't it? God freaking damn it.
Yep.
Very smorg.
So, bonus, haste action, then action. I've still got my movement. I'm just gonna shout Azantis, hug the fucking bear. At the top of my lungs. And stay where I am.
Is hugging the bear an action?
No.
You just have to move into its space. But at the end of her turn,
Pargo's
let's
gonna
just
do
do
some
this.
bullshit?
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
this is the thing, is technically Pargo could tail attack Zansk. And he's not
Do
going
what Pargo
to.
would do.
He's not going to. It's not dramatic enough.
Aww.
Actually, it's all or nothing. Yeah, he'll try and tail attack Zansk. Make this all or nothing for you guys. He hits, you take
Yeah.
a death save fail.
I take 2.
No.
Nope, it's not crit.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll take that.
So Zansk hits the floor
I'm
now.
unconscious, so it is. I'm pretty sure that's the ruling.
No, it's only
So
two
no.
death
I thought
saves to roll a crit. It's
Oh, I thought if you were unconscious, any attack on you counts as a
It was a
crit.
crit.
Oh yeah, next up.
Yeah.
Oh god, yes, team. All or nothing, guys.
All or nothing.
Xantis, it's now your turn. You watch Pargo's tail come up, smack the unconscious Xanth, who's still in his hand. He looks at you, Xantis, dead in the eye, and goes, all or nothing, and looks like he's about to drop Xanth.
I'm going to get in the Healy Bear space,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to prepare an action.
You like to hold an action.
Yeah, I'd like to hold an action.
Okay, what action would you like to hold?
Featherfall.
Okay.
Oh. She's a good bard. She's featherful.
and you take 5 healing for hugging the Healy Bear.
Okay.
Okay. Is that everything from you, Xantis?
I've got my hand on the Goddard amulet, and I may or may not be bleeding from the palm right now for holding it so tight. But no, that will be everything for me. Actually, I'm gonna look at Blitz. Do you have it?
Oh God, I've got it.
I'll leave it up to you, but we may want to do that soon.
Oh, nod.
And that's it from me. Next turn.
That takes us to Pargo's turn.
Okay.
Pargo, much like you would drop weapons, as a free action, drops Zansk. And then he double moves to slam into the stage in front of Azantis,
Shit.
blocking her line of sight.
Okay.
I know that trick.
I'm really upset, Ross.
I know you are.
Really upset.
I was 120 feet up, right?
Oh yeah, you hit the ground, it's game over.
That's fine. It's not this round.
Right.
What can Pargo do as a bonus action? Claire, so that spell.
I hate you so much.
You see
Claire,
that
what
one?
is he doing?
That's definitely not a bonus section.
No, I know, but that's quite funny. Sorry, I just re-familiarising myself with Pargo's spell sheet. That is the end of Pargo's turn.
Okay.
However, at the end of Pargo's turn, his tail whips around.
Oh god, legendary action.
Yep. Blitz, what's your armor class, please, sir?
A mighty 20.
You are not hit. The tail glances off your shield. It hurts, but you aren't knocked aside or injured by it. The assassins, do they get to finally break free of this old person? The answer you're looking for is yes, one of them does. By double nat 20ing. That's a new one. The first thing on their turn that you guys hear is Filch scream, "Target acquired, motherfucker!"
Oh my god.
And he misses.
Damn it!
The ballista round slams into the stage. You hear from below the stage.
Oh my god.
You hear Filch very quiet, slightly quieter, goes, "Wrong target acquired, sir."
I like to think he's done like a little costume change. He's
Yeah.
now got like a proper RAF outfit.
He's got like an old RAF outfit on with a little cap. Claire, could you grab the light?
I was going to ask you because
I can't.
Noisy
I
chair.
have to move. I can't move. I have to stay put. He then vaults out of the ballista seat and makes a beeline toward the stage, getting as close as he can. He can see just Zance just falling. He's like, I got it! Going long! Blitz. I'd like to remind you, you vowed of enmity. Pago, you have advantage on all attack rolls made against the motherfucker.
I'm just very... Can I see where Zance is falling?
You can.
Will it be close to where I am? Will I be able to get there if I...
You could. You know full well, however, you would be walking out of Pago's threat range. He would probably smack you with at least a bite or a tail attack as you leave. You could, however, if you just run, you just book it, you can make it there with your movement. You'd be within 10 feet of where you think you'd hit the ground.
Do I think it's 30 feet from where I am currently?
You think if you get to 30 feet, you're close enough the next turn, which is when he probably will hit the ground.
Okay. I'm going to run to where I think Zansk is going to land. And as I do so, I'll turn around, put off another star, and magic missile the dragon.
Okay, so that is magic missile. The missiles go to fly towards Pago, and Pago's like, no. And he reaction uses shield.
Okay.
And all the magic missiles deflect off of him.
The only bloody thing that can stop it.
Mm-hmm.
That's me done. By the way, blowing the horn, is that an action?
Pardon?
Blowing the horn, is that an action?
It's use an object, so yes.
Okay.
Hey, stop reading my texts.
I can't read them from there, Claire. My eyesight is not that good.
Good.
Red Sam.
Yes.
Your turn, sir.
So, which of the two assassins is now mobile? The burning one, or the one that I've given a serious concussion to?
The one that the one that is on fire is the one that has not got a serious concussion because you battered his brain. It's unfortunately the one that has not been battered almost to death.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to keep to now smack the awake fellow.
Okay. Well, you'll need me to undo the thing to your sheet, won't you?
I will.
Oh, you're not. Could you jump it to the right page? Thank you. You just have to put the 0 back in. Ta-da!
Nice and easy.
So you're gonna hit the guy who's on fire.
Yeah.
Just when the chap's day couldn't get any worse. He's finally freed himself from being paralysed, only to start burning to death, only to be bludgeoned by an angry dwarf.
And you know what?
Mistakes were made.
You should have made better life choices. The first one misses.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, 19 to hit.
Will hit.
And bonus action, Wrathful Smite on that.
Very technically, and I will let this go this time, you have to declare that first, because it's not like your normal Divine Smite. You have to have the spell cast beforehand, because it's a concentration spell. It's not like the
That's
normal
fair
Smite
enough.
ability.
I can hold that until next time.
I'll allow it, because it's one of those caveats that's really not clear in the wording.
Well, Raph will smite that mother trucker for...
He doesn't need a wisdom save, don't worry, I get it. You hit. His nose begins to bleed through the flame. Like, you see the blood trickle down his nose, and then it starts boiling as his flesh is burning. It's very peculiar to watch.
You should have called in sick today.
He goes to squint at you, but his eyelashes start burning, so just closes his eyes again.
And that will be everything.
Okay. Zansk.
Mm-hmm.
Your save you have to roll. Turn your sheet to GM rolls.
Yeah.
If you toggle, whisper toggle.
That's where I clicked it.
Okay.
What's that?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so on the fire elemental's turn, Claire, I need you to roll me a d10, please, because the assassin is burning, the dragon is burning.
Steve has earned his money today. That's a 9.
That can go on Pargo, because that's pretty high.
And a 2 for the assassin.
I figured you guys would rather have the 9 go on the dragon. If that is not the case...
Pargo first and foremost. In this case.
Cool. Okay. It is Steve's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Steve is stood right by an assassin silent. Would Steve lay into the assassin that is currently on fire and you've just made his nose bleed?
Yeah, might as well focus on one, take him out before moving on to the other.
Okay, Steve, roll me 2 attacks. That'll hit. That's a nat 20.
That is points.
The guy screams
21.
as he burns to death. He is immolated to dooms.
Steve finishes off with a pose.
Oh, too early.
What, do you smell something? It smells like chicken. When did we invite that guy?
The dragon that's on fire in front of you looks at you. That's not funny.
Oh, come on, it was a little funny.
That's not funny. This is why we didn't kidnap you for your comedic skill.
Oh.
Shots fired, says Pargo. Anyway. Alice.
He's not on fire anymore, is he?
Well, Pargo?
No, he's not invisible anymore, is what I meant.
No, he's not invisible. You're glad to know he's also in melee combat with somebody.
Awesome! And do you know what? I'm also gonna drop Healing Spirit and hunt him.
You're also going to drop Healing Spirit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's only got 1 turn left and Hunter's Mark damage. So drop Healing Spirit, bonus action Hunter's Mark, and then 3 shots.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That is consistent.
Oh my god!
That's even with his shield that's still up, that's high enough to hit him.
So sneak on the first one, and then it's 3 Hunter's Marks.
It's 20, 29, 37.
51.
You hear a noise that comes out of the dragon that is very akin to an ow.
And then I'm gonna run 30 feet in the opposite direction to where Pargo is.
At the end of your turn,
Yep. I
Pargo...
should be 90 feet away from him by now.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, Pargo is going to tell Xantis because fucking hell that hurt. So Xantis, you're closest. That's also a natural 20.
Okay.
For a total of 27 bludgeoning damage.
Ow! Math. All right.
Yep.
Okay. You said 27?
Oh, I did indeed.
Okay. Okay. I probably got knocked backward.
Just smacked you. Didn't try and knock you anywhere.
Okay.
It is over now your turn, Xantis.
Okay. Ow. That hurts. I can't see Zansk. I'm kind of fucked.
You'll have to move.
Yeah.
Pargo's right there, looking at you.
Yeah. I don't... can I, skirt around him?
You certainly can, as long as you stay within a certain distance of him. Technically, you won't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You do have to throw me a concentration check for the fact you just took a shit ton of damage.
Oh, yeah. What's that for?
You're concentrating on holding a spell. Although you
I
drop
am?
it.
That would have dropped
Yeah, that
when
would
line
have
of sight
expired.
was broken.
Yeah.
No, she would still been concentrating on the spell because she hasn't met the criteria to cast it, so she would have still been holding it. But at the beginning of her turn, it cancels out anyway.
Right.
So it shouldn't really matter.
Yeah. I want to try to skirt around just to get line of sight.
Okay.
So if I can do that, then I will do that.
Mm-hmm. You can scout around
And-
for line of sight.
Okay. How far away is Zansk from me?
Well, he was 120 feet in the air. We'll call it...
Wasn't Blitz next to her? And Blitz got their own 30 feet of movement, 10 feet short.
It's 10 feet short, but this is the thing is I've just been asked, how far is Zansk? If it's Blitz or Zansk from you, is Xantis?
Zansk.
Because I've got to do Pythagoras in my head. Like, how far is it between the two?
60 foot across, so it's about, what?
Yeah.
40 foot.
Pardon?
It's about 40 foot.
What, Zansk?
No, sorry, 45.
What, Zansk?
Yes.
Up. He was 120 feet up.
Yeah, I dropped 60 foot.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
okay.
yeah, 60, 30.
It'd be further.
So...
It's further than
75.
Yeah, 75 feet away. According to roughly done Pythagoras theorem. Maths after school, kids. Don't forget it.
Zansk, I'm sorry, I can't cast that.
Not unless you get closer.
Yeah, unless I get closer. You know what? Fuck it. We all make choices.
You're going to make a choice.
I am. Wait.
How-
Wait. I moved all 25 feet. I can't move any farther anyway, unless I double move. But if I do that, I still won't be able to cast the spell.
You move 20 feet.
25.
But that's up to where Zansk is now. If you cast Featherfall on him at the instant before he hits the floor, you probably, if you took a 5-foot step away from Pargo, which would potentially trigger an opportunity attack, he says, double checking Pargo's sheet.
Mm.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
You would then, in theory, be in range. However, you're still in range of most of Pargo's melee. Pargo has a really big melee reach, which makes actually sneak attacking him interesting.
That he does.
It's 5 feet that could change the course of this session.
No.
No pressure, by the way.
You know what? Let's... If I do a double move, does that remove my reaction? Does that take
No,
away my reaction? It
you
just
have
takes
to-
away my action.
Yeah, so technically a reaction can be used outside of your turn.
Right.
Holding an action will use your action. Double moving will use your action. I'm just going to double check something pretty quickly.
You fall 60 feet every turn, right?
Yeah, so Zansk will hit the ground on Pargo's turn.
Isn't it a reaction to use a held
Better
action?
So if you hold an action, it would
No,
use
I'm not holding an
action for the
action.
action.
Forget that. I'm not holding an action. I'm gonna move so that I'll be in range of Zansk before he hits the ground.
So you have to take that 5-foot step.
Yeah.
Okay. Pargo will attempt to claw at you.
Okay.
Actually, no, he can't. He is shield.
Let's go.
However, at the end of your turn, he can tail attack you.
Yes, he can.
So, whomp. That will hit you. Your AC is a 16, isn't it?
Yes.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. I'm gonna pull that bullshit bard ability that I have, go invisible, as soon as I can find it.
What does that do? Like, you'll need to read it.
It's the stupid gnome thing. I'm looking through it. Hold on.
That's a gnome, not a bard. And does it use your action or your reaction? What's the trigger?
I'm looking for it. Hold on.
That's not being pedantic.
Let's see. Immediately after you take damage, you can use a reaction to magically become invisible until the end of your next turn or until you attack, deal damage, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Interesting.
Fade away, bitches.
Xantis goes invisible.
So dwarves can do this? Tiny dwarves?
Surprise! It's a size ability.
Okay.
And that is a gnome racial feat. Ross.
Yeah, no, I saw. Okay. Pargo douses the flames. Because fuck you guys. He will then take flight and fly just over where you guys are all, where Blitz is stood. Not in the way of Zansk. He's going to let Zansk fall. He stands there waiting. Well, he flies there waiting. It is at this point, however, on Pargo's turn, since he dropped Zansk. Zansk has to hit the floor. Xantis, do you use your reaction to cast Featherfall?
Hold on. Let me check that again.
Pretty sure it's a reactionary spell.
So you said that holding Featherfall would have been the reaction?
So Featherfall is actually a reaction spell, so you can cast it outside of your turn as a reaction.
Unfortunately, I fucked that up because Fade Away is, I believe, counts as a reaction.
Let me have a quick look.
It does.
Use your reaction to magic to become invisible. Yeah.
Well.
Zansk.
Mm-hmm.
You hit the floor. Actually, Filch goes to cast Featherfall. As him running just gets him in range. However, there is a Pargo watching him.
Oh dear.
And Pargo looks at him and goes, "You're just the supporting act." And counterspells his Featherfall.
He'd already used his reaction.
No, he hadn't. He just had his turn.
Oh, damn it. Yeah.
Zansk.
I'm just closing all my sheets.
You go splat.
Mm-hmm.
Blitz, you watch as you're within 10 feet. And just as you're running, he just comes down. You realise just at the wrong moment, you just I'll give you a dexterity check to see if you can catch him to prevent the body taking damage, or him taking too much damage. We'll see. We'll see. You catch him, Blitz. He still hits the ground, but you've managed just to take some of the weight. You don't know if it's enough. But your arms are on the ground. You've belly flopped on the ground, holding him. Zansk.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, for a start, have the right bloody Roll20 open.
Sorry, I was just looking for my next character.
No.
I got you. Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
Sorry, Zansk planned for this.
Roll me a death save.
I'm not even gonna look. Right, I'm gonna look.
Does she get the bonus for being him that's Azora?
It always don't always won't affect death saves.
I'll go back to my Roll20 now, yeah?
No. No. Blitz, you can't tell, but he still impacted the ground. You hope you cushioned it enough, but it's not immediately obvious.
I'm going to quickly feel for a pulse. If there's no pulse...
Not quite your turn yet.
Ah!
This guy on the beginning and end of his turn gets to try and this again. Red Sam, you hear bellowed from Filch. Screwed up the feather fall. The assassin's free. Just FYI. Other party members, Volvox storms forward, going finally. As he is going to attempt to attack the dragon. Yeah. Oh, he actually hit. Nice. Does he get how many attacks is he on at that level? My Roll20 has glitched slightly, so I've got a series of numbers right over where the button to drag to extend sheets is. It's quite a pain in the ass. Oh, he has another one. Yes. He reaching up, he manages to clip the dragon just the once with the very tip of his blade. Ilvindriel is storming forward, can't make it. Alice, there's a movement behind you as the other drow has a bow drawn. Enjoying haste, are we?
Very much so.
Well, that makes one of us. She does hit. Except, of course, it's broken. Fucking fabulous. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, excuse my language. Except that's supposed to be no, it's slightly higher than that. I used the wrong number. Okay. Filch slides to a stop next to Blitz and Zansk. I don't have any. He flails. He looks up at the dragon and goes, "Yeah, you go fuck yourself, you overgrown iguana." The dragon just sort of looks at him and is not fussed by his insult. He tried. Blitz, it is now your turn.
Can I feel a pulse or anything?
That would
Okay, I'm going to
technically require your action to check him like that.
Right. So... okay. I'm going to cast Revivify.
Do you have the diamond?
Oh, no, I probably don't.
Then you can't cast Revivify. It's one of those spells where you have to have the component.
Okay. I'm going to lay on hands.
Okay. How many points?
Everything. 15 points left.
There is no response. You push it
Right.
into Zansk, and there's just no response, no healing, no nothing.
Okay. Fuck this. I'm just running at the dragon now.
Okay.
I've got nothing else that I can... Oh, is he flying?
He's just above you. Like Volvox could just reach him. If you swing upwards, you can probably clip him if you beat his AC. But
Okay.
you have just used your action, to lay on hands though.
Right. I'm going to scream in frustration. Because that's all I can do now. I can't actually blow the horn, so... Okay, that's it.
Okay. Red Sam, you hear a yell of frustration from the other side of this cart.
So when we say that the blue lizard has taken off, is he hovering at a position where I can see him over the cart?
You can see you're right by the cart with this assassin that you're still fighting.
Yeah.
And Steve, who's just to your right, was the assassin to your left. Sorry, Steve's to your left and the assassin's to your right. You can see Pargo's wings beating just over the top of the cart. You can't see what's gone blitz to scream in rage the way he just did. You imagine, though, it's probably not good.
I'm going to look at the assassin square in the eyes and I'm going to say, you can always walk away. Before I aim for those flappy wings with Moonbeam.
The response from the assassin is 1 down. And how far is Moon? Oh, how far is Moonbeam?
120.
Cool. Yep, that's well in range.
Right. I'm going to need a
Very
con
stealth.
save. It is 5 foot.
Oh, wow, so it's just a pillar straight down on him. Okay.
Yep.
He passes with an 18. Does he take half damage? He does take half damage. Pargo, by the way, guys, does not look particularly happy or healthy at this point. He is burnt, singed. He has arrows sticking out of him in places he probably can't reach on his own.
That would be everything from me.
Okay. Unfortunately, Zansk is removed from the turn order. It is, however, Steve the Fire Elemental's turn. So, Claire, you need to be on the right roll 20 and not have closed that sheet.
No, I know. Fire Elemental's turn.
Good.
I am Steve now. Steve is my new character.
The Fire Elemental, Red Sam. Oh, Silent, sorry.
Deadlifts. Is he?
I have every faith in Steve.
Is he going after the assassin?
If the assassin's not... Well, I feel like the assassin was sassing me, so yeah.
Oh yeah, roll me the 2 attacks against the assassin.
So,
1 hit.
Steve wouldn't take that. He's now on fire.
And he's also now on fire. Sucks. Alice. You're muted, but
I am muted.
There you go.
I'm not anymore though. So, I have a certain feat called Sharpshooter Rough.
I know you do.
So, I'm shooting him, and I'm gonna sharpshoot at least the first one, so it's -5 to whatever I roll.
Okay. No, -5 takes you to a
19.
which meets.
And then plus 10 to damage. He's in melee, isn't he?
Yep, so that's 17.
So plus the 6 for sneak attack. Wow.
So it takes 19 on the first one.
And Hunter's Mark. Okay.
So that's 23.
And I will sharpshooter again on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And miss. And third one will be straight, so...
Mm-hmm. Which will hit. It's not quite an nat 20.
Not quite a nat 20. And then... Hunter's Mark.
How much is that? 13?
Yeah. And in Draconic, she's gonna shout, "I brave big boy."
Sorry, what did you shout?
And in Draconic, she will shout as loud as she can, "I'm over here, big boy."
Brave.
Yep.
You meant to smack him, not flirt with him.
Can you not see the arrows? The many, many arrows protruding out of him right now.
Rose of flirtation, obviously.
He's on the other side of the card, he can't see it.
This is true.
At the end of your turn, Alice,
Yep.
he is going to smack... no, he's not. He is going to use 2 of his legendary actions. Xantis, Volvox, Blitz. I'll need your roll and get to saving throws, please. Nice. Okay. Scroll down. I don't know why they never put macros in for this. So, Xantis, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as as Pargo lashes out with his wings. Blitz, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage and knocked off your feet. Where's Volvox's sheet? There he is. Dexterity, there's no, he didn't pass that, so he takes that damage too. Actually, Filch also has to make that save. Filch apparently can nat 20 just like you, Xantis. They take damage. Ow, that sucks. Pargo flies in Alice's direction. Xantis.
So, Blitz is prone on the ground, yes?
Yes, he's just been knocked prone. As has Volvox, who's on his ass. Ironically, it's the gnome and the halfling that stay standing.
Lower center of gravity?
Yeah, pretty much.
Knowing that the attention is not currently on her, she's going to bolt over to Blitz. The horn is on the belt, yeah? Like, you've got it on you? Okay. I'm taking it, and I'm calling in reinforcements.
So you blow the horn.
I blow the horn.
There is a horrible wobbling, roaring sound that emanates from this horn.
Okay.
And then you hear, I did wonder when you'd call. And almost out of nowhere, what appears to be a half-elf just walks, pushing some rubble out of the way, pulling a splinter from her hair and just flicks it to one side.
As you can see, we've done a little bit.
She looks at the body of Zansk. Clearly, I actually liked him.
So did I.
Pargo is eyeing this individual up, and you see the moment of trepidation, like, oh. Then Pargo laughs. You brought a chromatic to me. Another one, the red one. Oh, do you think I didn't plan for that?
I'm gonna like glance to him, but keep my focus on her.
Pargo chuckles. She tilts her head. You may wish to leave.
Was that to me or Pargo?
It's to you. As she steps forward, you see her form begin to shift and expand out into the red dragon you've dealt with previously. She is a lot bigger than Pargo.
Yeah, how far was Blitz from me? How far did I have to run?
Not far.
Okay.
You're all within 10 feet of where Pargo was. Like, you're pretty damn close to each other. And she is pushing rubble aside. Xansk's body just begins to tumble as her form pushes it along the ground. And you hear a faint gurgle from the rubble that she's pushing away as Deckard is essentially pushed into more rubble.
Okay. I'm
Alice,
gonna grab Blitz and move.
you're
Try
going
to like, get him up.
You are a gnome. He is a tiefling in half plate or plate armor.
So he might be able to take it.
You ain't going to be helping him up. Let's put it that way.
No. Okay.
Alice, you hear the horn go off and you grimace. It sets you. It hurts your soul to hear the noise like that. And the bow just goes, oh, you're dabbling in some powers.
Oh shit.
You know this just went from bad to worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You miss now, we miss now, and hit her. You know what happens when you betray a chromatic in front of a chromatic, right?
Yep.
The chromatic concave.
Mm-hmm.
Or chromatic conclave, I can't pronounce words.
Conclave.
Conclave, yeah. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Best not miss, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Xantis, you find you and Blitz are scooped up by a red tail and unceremoniously shoved in the direction of your carriage. She is eyeing Pargo as she grows, and you see as she notices Xanth's body being pushed, she just scoops it up and pushes it with one of her back legs towards the carriage as well, as if intentionally showing you some moment of kindness in pushing you in the direction of the carriage.
Can I bonus action spare the dying?
Given the entire lack of response from Xanth, you would guess that it's beyond spare than dying now.
I mean, that would be what
you
she
can
would do, and
out of
the
reflex.
cleric thing. So out of reflex,
Out of reflex,
bonus
it
action.
happens.
I have spare the dying, but Xanth
You know,
is
as
not.
it washes over him, you feel it not take effect. Like there's nothing for it to latch onto anymore.
It kind of blows over. Okay.
It just rolls over like it's hitting an inanimate object.
Hey.
And at the end of your turn, two dragons are squaring off against each other. One a badly injured Pargo. The other a large, untouched, ancient red dragon. You put Pargo on a back foot here, and you see he knows it. On his turn, he shifts. And he makes a dash out and away, back toward the city. Just in that sort of general direction.
No.
And as he bolts, you see her wings extend. But he looks back. And he breathes in, looking at you, Xanthis. And he lets his breath weapon fly. I need a second for you guys. I need you all to take your headphones off for just a second. Apart from you, Silent, I need a quick word.
Oh, I gotta go?
No, everyone but Silent needs to take their headphones off.
Hi, guys.
Yes.
Claire, I know you will still hear me, but
Doesn't matter.
no. Red Sam. In the moment where you see Pargo shift and begin to flee, you see the mouth light with lightning. As you know, you guess he's pointed in the other side of the cart, but you've just seen your friends get pushed by this large red behemoth. You are in the best shape out of all of your friends. You hear very quietly, "One has fallen, son. Now you must be nature's wrath. The lightning is coming, but you must be what follows. Let the hammer lead you, and be the thunder." The hammer tugs you towards the other side of the cart. What do you do?
I'm going to go with my instinct and follow the hammer.
Headphones on, please, guys. Someone poke Clive in the face, please.
He's grabbed it.
He's screwdrivering his headphones. So Clive, are you fixing your headphones like mid-game? Something like a screwdriver or something? Oh, the cables. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I can't hear you, so I'm just... Okay, cool. Xantus, you see this bolt of lightning arcing towards you. Larger and bright as anything you've ever seen. You have a flashback in that moment. To that day you watched your friends, who you'd suffered with, burn.
Oh.
Your legs lock. And despite your bloodied hand still clasping that symbol, you can't move. Like, your legs go and you're driven to your knees. Just the shuddering overtakes you.
Yeah.
And then there's a Red Sam stood in front of you. Hands clasping a hammer.
Oh my god.
As he swings it into the lightning bolt.
Okay.
And the head of the hammer glows a vibrant blue. And you see lightning.
Oh my god.
All of you see lightning impact this hammer as Red Sam swings it. Excess energy burning off it in smaller bolts of lightning, scarring the landscape around him. The hammerhead glows blue.
My god.
Red Sam. You hear very faintly, "Now let it fly."
Oh shit. Oh boy.
My hammer is going for a flight towards the fucking dragon.
Yes.
Red Sam, as the hammer, like you feel that, you pull back. Xantus, this is a parallel to that vision you had so many weeks ago. Red Sam pulls the hammer back, the handle retracting into it as he takes it back to one hand. The shield flicks out, and as the storm abates above your heads, sunlight burns down into his arm. The sun gem embedded in the shield glows, and he hurls the hammer forward.
Oh my god.
It sails true, and you see Pargo still breathing lightning. Pauses for just a moment, as there is a thunderous crack. All of you can roll me Constitution saving throws, bar the dead one. Sorry, Zansk. Okay, you all get the benefit of the paladins. Apart from Alice, you all get the benefit of the paladin aura. The carriage windows shatter next to you at the boom that resounds through the area. The ancient red twitches slightly. And then Pargo, and now over 100 feet away, you see his head is twisted in a different direction as his jaw is snapped. and the blue dragon falls. Hitting the ground at speed and tumbling, you hear the shattering of bone.
From all the way over here?
He hit the ground at speed.
Fuck.
Redsom, you're stood there for a second in the position where you've just thrown this hammer. And then you just see the glowing blue hammerhead coming back towards you. You catch the handle. And it sits in your hand comfortably. And the hammerhead keeps glowing for a few seconds. And then it dims back to its normal coloration. That intricately inlaid stone just sits there, simple as it was before. And there is quiet. And you're left with a red dragon, who is looking at you somewhat bemused. Alice, you have just had a front row seat to a dwarf intercepting a lightning bolt with a hammer and then tossing it over 100 feet to bring down a dragon.
Alice looks at this and blinks, and still with an arrow knocked to the string of her bow, will turn to look first at the party, and then the red dragon, and not her turn.
And that is where we'll draw tonight's session to a close. With one last whisper in your mind, Azantis, you hear, "Oh, this isn't over yet, little failure. The body is only one thing that you have to destroy." And the scene cuts for the time being, with Pargo felled. What's next for our adventurers?
See what we can do for Zansk, if anything.
Mm-hmm. But that is something you'll have to deal with in the next session. So, team, you got him.